Hello, happy campers. I'm Carla. Welcome to Singing Nomad. Today, I'm sharing with you the top 5 places that I've visited that I would recommend to you if you're looking for an exciting vacation. First up is Hawaii. I've been on a couple of work trips there and then a couple of times just recreational. But on the work trips, I had all expenses paid to get to island hop. What a privilege. You have the big island of Hawaii with the volcano. You have Maui, which is gorgeous and otherworldly. And then there's Oahu with Diamond Head, Waikiki, traditional luau's, a beautiful place. But my very favorite is Kauai, called the Garden Island, and they have boat tours, helicopter tours, zip line tours. Yes, that sounds so fun. And then I have some friends there. Shout out to the Hanahanas. They are great people. If you're a church goer, while you're there, go visit their church. Great music. And the people of Hawaii are so hospitable. They're lovely. You're never going to find another people group like Hawaiians. They are amazing. So I think if you were to visit Hawaii, it would be a most memorable trip that you would never forget. Next up is Germany. I know, right? But the food was phenomenal. I love the way they dressed their little kids. People watch. Their culture is just beautiful. We stayed in Heidelberg and went to the castle. I felt like I was transported in time. That was an amazing experience I'll never forget. And I was there with the company that I worked with, and we were checking out high-speed trains. So we rode a high-speed train from Paris to Switzerland to Germany because they wanted to bring high-speed trains to Texas. So I just fell in love with Germany. We drove really fast on the Autobahn. Put your seatbelt on. Whew, that was exciting. I felt like I was a race car driver, although I didn't drive. I was too scared. Then we stayed in an actual castle built in the 1600s. And I got to tell you, that was the most frightening, horrifying experience of my life. I don't think I slept a wink. I would not even go to the ladies' room without somebody with me. I felt like somebody was breathing down my neck and watching me at all times. So if you're into that stuff, go for it. But fear permeated that place. I wouldn't do that again. I would not recommend staying in an actual castle, at least that one. I won't name it. Anyway, the funicular, you can ride that up to the castle if you'd like, kind of a tramway. I didn't get to do that while I was there, but that's something you might want to check out. Next up is Paris. Oh, I have French in my bloodline, so that was really interesting. What I loved about Paris was the Louvre, seeing the Mona Lisa, how beautiful it is at night, going up into the Eiffel Tower, riding the carousel, great shopping. They have statues everywhere. I really enjoyed Paris, and I gotta tell you the best thing about Paris, their food. Back in the 80s is when I visited, they had this restaurant where the one plate was $100. Now, these days that's nothing. But back in the 80s, I'd never had a plate that cost $100, and it was worth every penny. It was worth $300, $500. I've never had a meal like that since. It kind of ruined me. But the food, I'm telling you, they're skilled. They got skills in Paris. Next up, number 4 is Vancouver, British Columbia in Canada. Canadians are so nice, eh? I had such good friends there. I went on a singing tour, and I actually signed a record contract while I was in Vancouver. Did a concert there. It was so phenomenal. We took a ferry and visited Victoria Island, which you must do because it's beautiful, great shopping, and the captain let me pretend like I was driving. That was kind of fun. They have an underground shopping mall. I thought that was the bee's knees. And just so much to do. Gondola tour, Stanley Park. Just, if you go to Canada, I've been to Toronto, I've been to Saskatchewan, but any place in Canada is just gorgeous and the people are really nice. So check out anywhere in Canada. Number 5 is Zion National Park. Now, I went in late September, and I would recommend going in the spring or fall, the shoulder seasons. There's going to be less crowd. It's not going to be as hot. Now, it's going to be crowded, but less so. And when I went, the weather was perfect. The river walk, if you're not an avid hiker, you're not into that, just do an easy paved hike called the river walk. It is stunning. The canyon walls, very unique. I'd never seen a place like it on Earth. So I want to go back. And if I ever want to see a movie again or go visit a place again with the ADHD thing, you can bet that it is an exciting, interesting, beautiful place. So Zion National Park, highly recommend. Now, if you are all about the risk-taking, check out Angel's Landing, but some people have died on that hike. So you want to stay away from that if you're a cautious person. But there's plenty to do. You can rent e-bikes, and it's just a phenomenal place to just drive your car in the winter. So in the winter, the shuttles aren't running, and you can actually drive through the park, never having to get out of your car. So you can't have excuses of like, I'm too old, I don't really feel like hiking. Or maybe you have physical limitations, you cannot hike. But if you can ride in a car, you can appreciate the beautiful creation of Zion National Park. So I'm going to throw in a couple of bonus places because it's hard to narrow down what's your favorite because I like different places for different reasons. But one of those places is in Central California. It's Big Basin Redwood State Park, just because I love trees. If you haven't seen the sequoias, or a redwood tree, it's an experience. Another bonus is Saskatchewan, Canada, a province there. We did some fly-in fishing to check out some sites for our travel agency at that time. It's fly-in because there are no roads as you go north in Saskatchewan. It's just all lakes. And it's beautiful to see from the airplane looking down all the water. So there are no roads. You have to fly in to get to these lodges. We went to 3 different camps and did a northern pike fishing, walleye fishing. I caught a 6-pound walleye, and that didn't seem very big to me, but they said that was pretty good for a walleye. And, you know, I'm just too ADHD for fishing here in Oklahoma, but fishing there is so exciting. You drop your line in the water, boom, you got something. I mean, we were catching stuff all day. It was so exciting and beautiful. We had an indigenous guide that we would catch fish, and he would take us to the shore, and he showed us 3 different ways that the natives there cook traditionally their fish. It was very educational and interesting. The food was so good because it was fresh fish you just caught. So it was an amazing educational and fun experience. So I would suggest, if you like fishing at all or the great outdoors, you got to check out Saskatchewan. Thank you guys for watching today. I hope you're having an amazing week, and I hope you get out there and do something, you know, before it's too late, while you have a chance. Maybe you don't have the finances or the time to take some overseas trips or long trips, but at least get out and do something. Get out in the great outdoors. Nature is so healing and therapeutic, and you know, it just gives you a different perspective. Travel always helps me to reassess my life, and I come home so inspired with some great ideas and some follow through, and it's always literally life-changing. Happy 4th of July. Thank you guys. I appreciate you very much. See you next time. Next up, number 4 is Vancouver, British Columbia in Canada. Oh, Canada. Oh, crap.